Madridistas, that was an amazing victory today by Real Madrid over Athletic Bilbao, ending the game 3-0 and ending a 3-game drought that Real Madrid had in La Liga without a victory. Finally, that is over. Finally, we can move on and hopefully we can fight our way back to the top of La Liga. So many positives to take away from today, as well as a couple of concerning things about Real Madrid in the squad moving forward. Guys, let me tell you what's happening with Real Madrid and my final thoughts on the game. So Madridistas, I went back and rewatched some of the game, rewound some of the clips, slowed them down, and wanted to see exactly what happened so well today for Real Madrid to get the 3-0 victory in a couple of areas that I think we can kind of improve on. I want to be looking at them, getting a couple more opinions. I already made you my match reaction. If you haven't watched that already, you can take a look right here, watch the match reaction, but I have a couple big takeaways from this game. The first one I want to be mentioning is Trent Alexander-Arnold in the right back position as a whole. There are so many pros that Trent actually offers, and we got to see that on full display today with him being at the right back position. Beautiful, and I mean beautiful pass we got to see from Trent Alexander-Arnold to Kylian Mbappe on the first goal today for Kylian Mbappe. An absolutely ridiculous pass that honestly, I don't know how many people in the world can be making this pass that Trent Alexander-Arnold is doing. He was doing that a couple of times today. Fantastic. This is why you bring Trent in, because he offers us something that we haven't had, something that most other teams do not have. However, one of the cons and one of the things I think we're just going to kind of need to kind of learn with, Trent's kind of terrible. I'll just be honest. He's kind of terrible when it comes to defense. That was something we all kind of knew, but this was something that we needed to be thinking about as do the pros outweigh the cons? And for me, I think they do. I think that Trent offers a ton on the right wing, being able to whip a ball, being able to completely switch of play. I think we got to see that today, not only on the first goal for Kylian Mbappe, but also on the goal for Camavinga. Jude Bellingham whipped a beautiful pass over to Trent Alexander-Arnold, who is on the right wing. We finally actually have a presence over on the right wing. The days of Lucas Vazquez, everybody, are gone. The days of Lucas Vazquez are gone. Trent Alexander-Arnold whips the ball in. Kylian Mbappe passes it over to Camavinga. And having Trent out there offers us this. Going and seeing some of the defense and some of the issues that he had, man, I don't understand how he gets lost in the sauce so many times. So many times he is just completely confused with where he needs to be going, what he needs to be doing out there. It's not good, but I still believe that the pros outweigh the cons when it comes to Trent and when it comes to that right back position as a whole. The other thing that was very effective today, I only mentioned it already with Trent, but I have to be throwing in Militao, is the long balls. Man, these passes are incredible. Honestly, the pass of the day, the Trent pass to Kylian Mbappe was fantastic, but a super, honestly, the best pass I've seen, and honestly, probably one of the best first touches I've seen too, was Militao to Vinny Jr. today. Militao whips this ball, perfect pass, perfectly paced, and goes to Vinny Jr., and it's a perfect first touch by Vinny Jr. Unfortunately, kind of passes it right to the keeper too for the finish. Needs to be a little bit better there, but having the option and having these long balls are super effective by Real Madrid to actually switch the play. It's really right away, we are starting the attack from deep positions. This was something that we didn't have. Of course, we've seen a couple of times Rudiger, Militao in years past, but actually having a couple of serious threats to actually be able to do this is huge by Real Madrid. The next one is when Camavinga and Trent Alexander-Arnold are both fully healthy. We have fantastic players. They are honestly some of the best players that Real Madrid actually has out there. Camavinga today absolutely balled out. Trent Alexander-Arnold today absolutely balled out. And for the most part, whenever they are out there, they're balling out every single time. They're offering us fantastic passes, offering us fantastic control in the midfield. And just really, not only does Camavinga get the goal today, not only does Trent Alexander-Arnold help out on not just one goal, but 2 goals, we are seeing so much impact from them throughout the pitch. However, they're always hurt. And unfortunately, they got hurt again today. Now, here's the thing. This is the latest news that I have on this right now. Nothing is official right now, so this is only reports that are coming out. Nothing official yet. It looks like the Trent injury is going to be a little bit worse than the Camavinga injury. I will tell you right now, we play Celta Vigo over the weekend on Sunday before we play Manchester City next Wednesday. I do not expect either Camavinga or Trent to be out there against Celta Vigo. I will tell you that right now. I'm pretty confident when I say that. However, There's a chance I think we might be seeing Camavinga back against Manchester City, still waiting to be determined. But it looks like that Trent might have actually had a more serious injury than Camavinga. How serious? I'm not talking ACL, I'm not talking broken bone, anything like that per se, but it might be more of a muscle injury, kind of like what he already had, which I believe he was out 6 to 8 weeks, something like that. That's the biggest issue that I have with both of these players. I think on their day, when healthy, are fantastic, fantastic players. Unfortunately for both of them, man, can you guys stay healthy? You are constantly hurt. And I understand for Trent, he stepped on the guy's foot weird. Camavinga, he got fouled. But it just seems to me you guys are made of glass sometimes. And I hate to be saying that too, because again, I love watching both of them play. It's just the thing, and this is the truth right now when it comes to them. They're constantly hurt, and hopefully they can both fully recover. But of course, I will be updating you guys at that whenever we actually get the news on both of them. And Madridistas, if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button, like the video, turn on the post notifications. We are on the road to 10K. You can help me by doing that. I very much appreciate it. So we saw a lot of positive things today, but one of the things that is still concerning for me is the corners. I feel like we are constantly wasting corner opportunities. I cannot honestly remember the last time we scored off a direct corner. There's been times, I remember the Dean Howson goal was off a corner kick. Jude Bellingham bounced off of him, and then it went to Dean Howson, and then he scored. But the last time we actually got a header off a corner, I can't remember. And honestly, I say this not jokingly. I'm more worried about the counterattack from the other team than I actually think the other team has a better chance counterattacking and scoring than we do actually scoring off a corner kick as of now. Is it me? Let me know in the comment section below, because I think every single time we're whipping the ball into the box, where is everybody? Militao's not running and getting the ball. Rudiger's not getting the ball. When Dean Howson's out there, we're not seeing it. Jude Bellingham out there. It just seems like right now we're just wasting our corner opportunities. I'm not sure if we would benefit from taking shorter corner opportunities too and trying to whip the ball in a little bit shorter or not. I don't know. I think it's something we really need to be working on, because right now you see teams like an Arsenal, for example, that are just absolutely perfect and probably the best team in the world when it comes to set pieces. That is an opportunity for us to be scoring goals consistently, because right now what is happening time and time again, we are still struggling to score goals on a consistent basis. If we can get a little bit better, I'm not sure if it's a set piece coach that we need at Real Madrid. I'm not sure exactly what it is. We need to get a little bit better when it comes to the set pieces, especially the corners. I think that's just a wasted opportunity by Real Madrid. Going back and rewatching that game, two players honestly stood out for me. I already mentioned Camavinga and Kylian Mbappe, but I really have to be mentioning Jude Bellingham. In my match reaction, I thought Jude was up and down. I thought he did some things good, some things bad. I will tell you right now, Jude was fantastic in this game. Jude absolutely balled out in this game. The biggest thing for me, for Jude, was he was constantly switching. He was constantly turning this game and getting everybody going, getting the run started, getting the counterattack started, getting the attack started for Real Madrid, whether it was him winning the ball back, him controlling it, dictating the pace in the midfield. It was fantastic from him, as well as on the goal by Camavinga. Jude Bellingham has probably one of the best passes I've seen, honestly, in a long time too, where he whips the ball over to Trent Alexander-Arnold, who is running it down. Great communication between both Jude Bellingham and Fede Valverde out there, who is basically pointing, say, don't pass it to me. Fede Valverde lets the ball run through his legs, gets over to Trent. Absolutely dominant today by Jude Bellingham. I thought he started off a little bit slow today, but as the game kind of went on, I thought he did fantastic. And I know a lot of people might be saying, well, it's because Arda Güler was not out there. This has nothing to do with Arda Güler. This has nothing to do with Arda Güler, guys. Jude Bellingham balled out today. That's the fact. Jude Bellingham was fantastic today. I'm not saying that he does better than Arda Güler out there. I'm not saying that he does better with Camavinga out there, anything like that. I am just saying today, Jude Bellingham did fantastic. I think there's a couple of things we can be working on when Arda is out there, when Jude Bellingham's out there, when Camavinga is out there. I think we can be working on it, but I thought Jude Bellingham today was absolutely fantastic. The next player I want to be talking about is an absolute monster and is honestly everything I imagine and more what he would be at Real Madrid, and that's Kylian Mbappe, the best player in the world. I don't know how people can watch Kylian Mbappe and say he's not the best player in the world. The guy is an absolute monster out there on the pitch for Real Madrid. Sure, the past couple of games, a little quieter from him. When we look at the stats, and when we look at the collective, what he has done so far in La Liga and Champions League, but let's just focus on La Liga for stat purposes right now. 15 La Liga games so far for Kylian Mbappe. 16 goals, 4 assists. The guy is a guaranteed goal a game. That is what he is averaging right now and more. The guy is doing absolutely everything for Real Madrid. When it comes to scoring constantly, this guy is he's just a clinic out there. And I think that we are kind of not appreciating exactly what this guy is doing. I think we really need to look at what Kylian Mbappe is doing game in and game out for Real Madrid so far. And honestly, just be appreciative of what we are seeing from the guy. The guy is an absolute monster. He is living up to the hype and exceeding it so far. He is in the form of his life so far at Real Madrid. And honestly, this is exactly when I pictured Kylian Mbappe coming from PSG to Real Madrid. This is what I pictured. I pictured him dominating games. I pictured him banging in goals, speeding past everybody, beating them with his pace, sniping in balls. Exactly what we were seeing from Kylian Mbappe today is exactly what I imagined Kylian Mbappe would be doing. And the thing is, I know a lot of people want to be saying this. They say, Dally, we'd be better without Kylian Mbappe. Stop. I honestly cannot listen to that. That logic makes no sense. Kylian Mbappe, if you want to say, we won a Champions League without him, sure. Go watch that league. I will tell you right now, this is a hot take. We weren't that good that season. We got lucky so many games. Yes, we only lost, twice that entire year? Go rewatch some of the games. Go look at when we scored some of those goals. We were getting late winners all the time that season. We were so close. We were on the edge every single game, it felt like, getting a draw. I remember that season. Fantastic season. Obviously, we are lifting the trophy at the end of the year. We are lifting La Liga. We are lifting the Champions League. We lost 2 games. Go look at how we were scoring those games. Go look at that. Brahim is where he got the name from in that season because the guy was absolutely fantastic in that season. Joselu was absolutely fantastic in that season. Jude Bellingham was basically a striker that season, guys. No Kylian Mbappe. I don't know how we're scoring some of these goals. And you get to see, I don't want to be shitting on Vinny Jr., but I'm going to do it. Vinny Jr. gets a one-on-one opportunity today from a beautiful pass by Militao. I already mentioned it earlier in this video. Vinny Jr. one-on-one with the goalkeeper. What's he do? Passes it. He passes it right to the goalkeeper, basically. Terrible finish. Vinny Jr. will never be to the level of finishing that Kylian Mbappe does. And if you took Kylian Mbappe out of this team right now, we are going to struggle to score goals even more so than we already do at times. Kylian Mbappe is carrying this team right now. He is in the form of his life right now. And honestly, I'm just so appreciative of exactly what he's doing at Real Madrid. Last thing I want to be saying is about Xabi Alonso. Hats off to Xabi Alonso. I'm not going to be taking my hat off, but hats off to you. Clapping for you, Xabi Alonso, today, because today was a huge opportunity for you. If we would have drew today or even lost, I'll be honest, I think I was Xabi out. And not because I think that this was all his fault. I don't think all the games have been his fault. And I've been pretty consistent in saying that. I think a lot of this has been on the players. But today, the players showed a spark. They showed an energy. And I'm not sure if that is more to do with the players or if that is Xabi Alonso getting on their ass. Either way, I will take it for whatever it is. Also, the thing I want to be appreciative of Xabi Alonso is the subs that we actually got to see today. Fantastic, fantastic subs out there. And really, this is what we need to be seeing more. When we were dominating a game, when we were up 3-0 early in the game, late in the game, we can be subbing off some players. We actually got to see Arda Güler come in, Brahim Diaz. I know a lot of people were mad about that. Don't be mad about that. I was fine with it. Gonzalo Garcia got an opportunity today, and Rodrigo all got an opportunity. And 3 of those players came on in the 78th minute. Yes, we had to bring Raul Asensio on. Yes, we had to bring Arda Güler on a little bit earlier. That was because both Camavinga and Trent got hurt. But being able to see Vinny Jr. get a rest, being able to see Kylian Mbappe get a rest, and Eder Militao get a rest too is a huge thing by Xabi Alonso. Love the energy that we got to see by Real Madrid today. Love the subs that we got to see too, actually giving them an opportunity to end the game, go try to score a goal. And really, I just loved what I was seeing from Xabi Alonso. So Madridistas, if you agree with any of my takeaways or if you disagree with me, let me know in the comment section below. If you made it to the end of the video, if you haven't already, what are we doing? Hit that subscribe button, like the video, hype the video up, and turn on those post notifications to never miss any match previews, match reactions, anything related to the greatest club in the world. Guys, appreciate you all. Love you all. Cheers. Al Madrid.